Just two adjacent girls living in a lovely world. They took a podcast train going anywhere, but kind of specifically through Austin, Texas. Yeah, hooking horns.
Adjacent. Very near, next to, or touching. Our tailgate is adjacent to the left field fence. ADJACENT. Adjacent.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Adjacent. We have an old friend of ours that we've known.
She ain't old, Jody.
I meant just
Well, some days I feel old.
we've known her a long time. How's that? How long have we known?
Oh, my gosh.
Johnston
At
days.
least 30 years. At least.
More than, because it was the Johnston days.
So 34.
Guys, we have had...
Yeah.
We just had our 35th reunion.
Oh, that's right.
So 39.
40 years.
Oh, my gosh, you guys. I
Wow.
mean, I can't tell you how many...
So I guess we are old.
John, well, I think what it is we don't feel old and we act like we're 12. So
Yes,
that's why
yes.
the problem with it. But so who do we have in the studio today, Shelly?
Oh, you know who we have. She was, I mean, I have to say, Johnston's #1 athletic supporter.
Like a cup?
She was like a cup.
she was the water girl.
She was, yeah. We have Veronica Martinez Ferren in the house.
I'm so happy you're here.
For having me, ladies. I was so excited when I got your text. And then I was like, okay, yeah, we'll see when this happens. And then when I got the email, I was like, okay, this is some real shit now. It's about to happen.
Yeah, we have had so many Johnston Rams interviewed, and it has been so fun. And just to see what amazing things people have been up to that all went there. I mean, I'm just like, it's just been mind-boggling. And what I'm so impressed with is how many givers are out there.
Yeah.
Like yourself, because you are a giver, because you work with the police department.
Correct.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you some questions. First off, you are an Aquarius. Is that right?
I am.
Okay. And it says that y'all are independent, free thinkers. You're confident. Just say yay or nay. And then you're idea-driven. You're creative.
Yeah.
You're known for your originality and your imagination. You're
Yes.
humanitarians. You're compassionate and strong sense of social justice. Gosh, this does fit you. You are social animals. You love being around people.
Yes.
And you're known for challenging the status quo and pushing boundaries. Would you say that to be true?
Yeah. Just ask the people I work with.
Yeah.
Do you have kids?
Yes, I have. I'm a boy mom.
You're a boy mom.
I'm a
like
boy
Shelly.
mom. Except I have 3.
3.
Yes, I have. My oldest, Billy, will be 30 this year. That's when I feel old.
yeah.
Right. I don't feel old until I start talking about my kids' age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Billy will be 30. He has been married a little over a year to Serena.
Oh.
And I have a bonus granddaughter, Maddie. Maddie's 9.
Wow.
And Maddie is, Maddie and Serena both are blessings because I have 3 boys and my sister has 2 boys.
Okay.
So we
Oh
like,
my
yeah, so my mom
God.
has like just grandsons.
Yeah.
So, yes. And then I have Calvin. Calvin will be 21 this year. He is looking to get into law enforcement. So he's kind of trying to get some things done under, kind of get some life experience before he goes and does that. Calvin, I've pushed him towards retail. I'm like, go work retail. You'll learn customer service. You'll learn how to deal with difficult people.
Exactly.
So to different
Or wait
levels.
tables.
Or wait tables.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. And then my youngest is David. He is 18 and a senior. So we have lots of milestones this year.
Yes, you
18
do.
is at Bowie?
No. So my boys, even though I live across the street from Bowie, my boys go to Aikens or went to Aikens.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couple of reasons. We went to Johnston during the busing, and I thought it was an amazing experience.
It was for us too.
We got to hang out with people from all different socioeconomic levels.
Yes, for
And
sure.
so you kind of get that at Aikens
Yes.
at different levels. So
Yes,
I wanted them to experience
Well,
that.
and plus, I mean, I feel like when they opened Johnston, I sat on the committee, to name, chose the mascot, chose the colors.
When they opened Johnston?
I mean, when they opened Bowie, sorry. When they opened Bowie.
You're not that old.
Yes, 1912. And Kent Ewing was the principal, and he was such a jerk that I was
I thought
like,
you were going to say something nice. I was
no,
like, oh.
he was such a, he really didn't let us have a voice. He was like, this is how it's going to be. We're the best ever. And I was like, I mean, we're being redirected. We love Johnston.
Yeah.
We don't want to be like, y'all suck. We are number one.
Yeah,
we're
'cause we
still
went
a family.
Yeah, we went to school together for years, and now we're being torn apart. It was
And so I jumped ship. I was like, no thanks. I don't want to. I mean, we had administrators at Johnston that were so loving and supportive, and this guy, I was like, you're a jerk.
Yeah, it would have been cool to be like the first graduating class of Bowie.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, you know what? I'm a senior. I'm not going to start over and try out for my positions on whatever extracurricular activities I was doing. So,
Right.
Kevin,
So you were bused as well from South Austin?
Yeah.
Like we were?
Yeah, I grew up in Texas Oaks.
With Angie.
I was on the other side of Texas Oaks. Yes.
Yes.
Behind where Casey is now, Casey Elementary.
Okay.
So that's where I was bused from.
Okay.
Where were
So
your
you
elementary
went-
and middle school?
So I was kind of all over the place. Kindergarten, I was at St. Elmo because we lived off of Stastny and in that area. Went there for a few years, and then my dad was transferred to San Antonio. He used to work for Southwestern Bell. That's how old it was. It wasn't even AT&T.
I mean, don't you have a Southwestern Bell email address?
No.
Somebody did. Somebody I recently messaged. That's so funny.
So we moved to San Antonio. I was there for third grade. Little subdivision or little suburb of San Antonio, Leon Valley. I was there for a year. Dad stayed. We moved back. Mom was not a stay-at-home mom type of person because she's a nurse. So I was in third grade. My sister was in kinder, and back then kinder was half day, and then she had my 2-year-old brother. We didn't know anyone, so she's like, I can't go to work. I have no one to leave him with.
Right.
So that lasted a year, and then we hightailed it back to Austin.
Yeah.
Right.
She was like, no thanks.
Yeah, and then we rented a duplex off of Cinnamon Path, kind of the sophomore area.
Yes.
But went to Linder Elementary because my aunt was a teacher there.
Oh, okay.
And so with Mom being
brand new school. It was pretty new.
Yeah, it was still pretty new.
Yeah.
So with Mom being a married single mom
Right.
with Dad being out of town, it was just easier for us to
You
get
had
home
a
with-
support system there.
right after school. We would go home we would help her with her classroom and then go home.
Yes, yes.
And that aunt is actually married to Mr. Mendoza, who was the art jewelry cow teacher at
Yes.
Johnston.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
remember that.
So then from Linder, I went to Fulmore because my mom was then working for the health department, and I would just walk to the clinic that she worked at.
Right.
Which was awesome because I learned to play the violin, and I was in orchestra and mariachi all through Fulmore.
Nice.
Love that.
And then Dad finally moved back to Austin. We bought a house in Texas Oaks and was bused to Johnston. And so,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Gosh.
Wow.
How many siblings did you have?
I have three. I have a younger sister and a younger brother.
Okay. So
You're
there's
the
three of you.
oldest.
I'm the oldest. Yeah.
That's so great. Are your parents still with us?
They are. They
Oh,
are.
wow.
They're
Are they still at Texas Oaks?
no, they moved. My grandfather had some property, and he divvied it out to the girls because my mom is one of 9.
Wow.
So he divvied it out to some of the girls, and so she built a little house there, and she has a sister on one side, a niece on the other,
my
Oh,
God.
a nephew
love
behind
that.
her.
The dream.
Yeah, like a little compound.
Where is it?
Right off of Manchac, across from where Valentina's used to be.
Oh, wow.
So just south of Canterbury Trail subdivision.
Yeah. Nice. How much land?
It's not a whole lot, but yeah, I mean, it's a good enough yard to where when we have family gatherings, and when I say all of us, y'all know,
I mean,
I'm a little unpolitically correct here, but we're Mexican and there's a whole lot of us. Like we get together and there's like easily 80 people just on Easter at my mom's.
I love big families.
What do y'all identify as? The Martinez family or
so
it's your mom's?
So it's my mom's family. So it's all the Mendozas that get together.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I love big families. I think that so John's family is pretty small, and I think my kids they love being with the Wins, but I think they get to be with all their cousins when they're with the Sillies, and so it makes it a little more fun for them.
And that's my boys. My boys have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 4 cousins, and they range in age from like 40 to 30. So my 2 younger ones don't really have anybody. So they're closer to like their cousins' children's ages.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. But they're all over the place, so they don't really get to see them very often. So the Mendozas all get together.
That's so fun.
80 plus Mexicans hanging out.
I love it.
And once the sun goes down, it really turns into a Mexican party.
I love it.
Everybody's been drinking.
But y'all adopt us.
Playing.
I've always tried to like ask Gina, can I be a Lemon?
Yeah.
But you get lost in the Lemon family because there's like 500 of them. There's only 80 of us.
Yeah. I'd rather, 500, that's aggressive. But it's like, I would love that.
Yeah.
And I love your uncle.
Oh, yeah. So anytime. So we always get together at my mom's on New Year's Eve. It's just outside of the city limits. So,
you can burn it down.
Yeah. Well, the fireworks display, I mean, the fireworks that they shoot off at midnight, I'm talking like at least 5 or 7 minutes worth of fireworks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
And food for days.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So, the next time we get together, we'll have you all come over. You'll probably know some of my
I want to hear about your mariachi days.
Yes.
Well, it was full Morse. It was like an intro to mariachi. So we didn't have the cool mariachi uniforms that Travis High School had.
Yeah. And Austin High has them now too.
Yeah. Aikens has them now. They're all over the place now. But we had the lovely just white pants, white T-shirt, and the Fullmore, back in the day, it was Fullmore, Fullmore blue vest and little sash, and that was it. But yeah, so I started playing the violin in 5th grade at Linder. They offered it at 5th grade. And my mom was like, okay, you're kind of a tomboy, and let's see if we can't get you out from the dirt.
Yeah.
So let's get you into orchestra.
Yeah. The total opposite.
Yeah. So that didn't really work too well because I'm still a tomboy.
I love it.
But so played them in the mariachi for 2 years, and it was great.
Yeah. That's so great. I love that.
I would have liked to have gone to Travis just to continue that.
Right.
But I'm so glad I ended up at Johnston.
Oh, me too.
Oh, my gosh.
So, and it's funny because at Fullmore, I had James Hernandez, Jaime, Jason Ramirez.
Oh, my gosh.
And then Coach Paul Darby was there our 8th grade year.
Man.
And so freshman year, when I ended up at Johnston, I was so shocked and pleased to see familiar faces.
Yes.
Because Coach Darby had just started coaching at Johnston that year. And then, of course,
a good coach.
Yeah. And then, of course, Jason and James were there, too.
Isn't that crazy?
So when were you in middle school? Did you do any of the athletic supporting then?
No, I didn't start with the athletic training, student training until high school.
Okay. Well, and so those that went to Johnston, I think everybody would agree, you pretty much ran our athletic department.
Yeah.
Well, with the help of the coaches.
Yeah. I mean, you managed the coaches.
Yeah. Sometimes it felt that way. So I started with the athletic trainer, student trainer for football. And then football season ended, and I was like, well, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
So I then started wrapped ankles and whatever. In basketball, you don't have as many injuries in basketball as you do football. So I was keeping stats for basketball. And then after basketball season, I went and kept the books for baseball.
Yeah.
And yeah, those were the 3 sports
Yeah.
that I did.
That is so great.
Do you still have a mad passion for sports?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I've seen you at events.
Well,
Yeah.
she just showed us her calendar, and she has it all marked in orange for when the Texas
any
stuff is.
Texas, if it's football season, it's going to be in orange. So I know football, basketball, baseball. So we have season tickets for football and basketball. I would have loved to have gotten season tickets for baseball, but there's just way too many games, and I can't make it to all of them. So that one. But yes, all level of sports. It can be peewee, little league, all the way to pros.
Did your boys play sports in school?
Yeah, so my boys are very interesting. My oldest played baseball.
Okay.
And he started playing t-ball when he was 4.
Oh my gosh, how cute.
Played baseball all through high school. My middle child decided he wanted to play football.
Okay.
I didn't let him play Pop Warner. I just, my personal feelings on that
mean, you would know.
Yeah.
You would know.
You've got like dads that used to be superstars in high school coaching kids that probably shouldn't be coaching kids because they don't have the same.
Right.
So I was like, you can play football, but not until you get into junior high, middle school now.
Right.
Not until you get to middle school. And I know that the coaches have received the right training and they've got some
They're
sort of
protect you from concussions as much as possible.
Exactly.
You're such a smart mom.
Yeah.
So smart.
But you had the inside line.
Yeah.
You knew
what types of injuries and what could happen and like end a season before it even really gets started.
Yeah.
So Calvin played football. And then David, my youngest, he loves basketball. He doesn't play. He is my theater arts kid.
I love
He's
that.
my fine arts person. Yes.
That's so cool.
Yeah, David started in the choir in middle school and was very shy and timid and was that kid that I was like, I think he's just moving his lips. I don't think he's really saying anything or singing along. And then he got into theater arts and started
shining.
Started on the with the sets, all the crew, right? The tech crew, the backstage stuff. And then this year he's actually on stage. Oh my gosh, I am so proud of him. David was always my shy kid. Like he wouldn't say anything. Like my dad was like, have you had him checked? He just sits in the back room by himself and doesn't talk to anybody. And like, Dad, that's just him. He's just,
He's
cerebral. Yeah.
He's like just processing all of it. Yeah.
He's thinking, oh my God, my family's fucking crazy. How did I end up with this crew? But yeah, so he has done, he performed in Luchadora at Aikens High School.
Yeah.
And then he had a part in the Addams Family musical that Aikens High School did. And
did he sing?
He did. He had a small singing part.
I love that.
And,
is he bilingual?
No, none of my boys are bilingual.
Okay.
I tried to teach them Spanish and they were like, please don't talk to me that way. And of course now they probably
They're
wish
kicking
they
themselves.
knew. Yeah, exactly. So it's a totally different. I was like, I don't know how to be a fine arts mom. I don't know how to just sit in the stands and not be loud. Like, I have to sit here and watch. I have to sit in the stands and watch the other parents and be like, okay, how am I supposed to be here?
Yeah. You're having to like mirror their behavior.
That's so
I get
funny.
it. That's so funny. I mean, I love when they all show their different paths, when they all gravitate to different things because it's just fun to watch them grow and be their unique selves. I love that. So growing up in Austin, what were some of your favorite childhood memories?
Oh my gosh. I loved and still do love spending time with my family and friends.
Yes.
So
she always shows up. Always shows up.
Yes. Especially if Shelly's going to be there because, it's going to be a great time. There may be some trouble, but for the most part, we always have a good time.
I mean, Shelly just she likes to be the one that, kind of puts the show on for everybody, makes them comfortable. So if you don't want to be an ass, but you want to watch somebody be an ass.
No, I will be an ass right along with Shelly.
No, she has seen my ass enough. Veronica and I have played really hard together.
What were some things that you would do when you were a kid? Like we would go to like Hot Wheels to go skating.
So I would go to Hot Wheels every now and then. My parents were a bit protective. And they were like, oh, you've got
Well, and to be safe is your uncle knew all of us and was like, no.
Well, like even before high school. So my mom, and I think this is kind of why, my mom was a nurse with the WIC program with the city of Austin. And so she was like, look, I have seen young girls at the age of 12, 13 coming in here with, babies or expecting, or I've seen 16-year-olds that are on their second pregnancy. So, so she kind of kept a tight leash on us.
Yeah.
So I just kind of did all my wild things with my family.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would go to Hot Wheels, would go to the movies and hang out with friends.
Did you go to the mall?
Oh gosh,
did you have that mall hair?
I did not. I did not. My sister did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I did.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why I did.
I didn't have the big waterfall Aquanet hair.
Yeah.
But I did like senior year for senior pictures. I'm like, oh my gosh. I had a perm, the loose wave perm, and the bangs were high, but it wasn't the waterfall claw.
Yeah.
Who did you go to prom with?
I actually went to prom. So here's the thing. Being a student trainer in high school, I'm like, I knew all the guys.
Exactly.
I heard all the stories and everything, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, you heard their locker room talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you were like a little sister.
Exactly. And that's kind of how they saw me, right? As a little sister. They would protect me and whatever. So I went with Gina Lamone. And Kathy Guerrero. And they had
still her squad.
Yes, they had dates. And so I went with Kathy's brother, Ronnie, who was from Victoria.
Oh, fun.
She was like, oh, take Ronnie. And I was like, okay.
So fun.
Yeah. So we had a great time.
Yeah.
I love it.
I had this conversation with Randy Scott recently, and he was like, we were talking about everybody, all the hookups that happened throughout growing up.
I heard the podcast with Richie.
Oh my gosh.
And the
cute.
Richie rotation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was like, why?
Put me in, coach.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I would have liked to have gone out with some of those guys too.
Yeah.
But again, that whole little sister thing.
Yeah.
But so to
you
go
wanted
back
to be on the rotation?
Well, yeah, kind of, you know.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to climb all those trees.
Why not?
Yeah. I mean, you only live
Back in the day.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. I wonder if there was a MASH book with like those 4 or 5 guys that
they just talked in the locker room.
I don't think so. I don't think they were trippers.
So going back to your original question, which I think has a lot to do with me being a tomboy, my mom's parents had property out in Bastrop.
Nice.
And
I love Bastrop.
My grandfather was a master plumber.
Oh, nice.
And so they built their house out there, and I can't tell you how many years they went before they had indoor plumbing.
Yeah.
So I would spend summers, Christmas breaks, spring breaks, like young. Once I got into high school, I didn't go out there as often. But I would go out, spend my summers, spring breaks, winter breaks out there with them.
Yes.
And my cousins that were my age were all guys.
Oh.
So it's like I had 2 options. I could stay inside and cook and clean and learn to, cross stitch and knit and stuff that, like, yeah, no, that's not me.
Just didn't feed into you.
Yeah, wasn't my thing. Or I could go hang out with the guys, but that meant I had to work with the guys, go to plumbing sites with my grandfather, crawl under houses, do that kind of stuff. And we would go out and we would shoot guns. And we would go out and play football. We would swim in the tank. For those of you that are not from South, that's a pond. We would flip rocks looking for snakes so we could shoot them and kill them. But because they didn't have indoor plumbing, they had an outhouse.
We had an outhouse.
Yeah, and the outhouse was always right next to the chicken coop. So you had to, watch out for snakes and spiders and all of that other stuff. And it was all fun until the wintertime at night when I had to pee.
Oh, yeah.
And my guy cousins were like, why can't you just pee off the porch like us?
Yeah.
Because everybody had to bundle up and, somebody had to carry a gun, somebody had to carry a light, and, it was a whole ordeal.
So you had
just
to wake everybody up to go pee.
Like, I got to go to the bathroom. Yeah. So, but yeah, doing that stuff, I think, is kind of what led me towards being more of a tomboy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I love.
Yeah.
Especially being a boy mom.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
I love all that. That's so great.
Yeah.
I love that.
It sounds like you had a wonderful childhood.
Oh, the best. Like, I would not trade it for the world. And I wish my boys could have had that same type of childhood, you know.
Of course.
I do too. I look at the kids today and I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for them because they're not getting to be like kids.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're so connected with their electronics that it's like these addictions to these games are just so sad.
That's so weird.
So after high school, what did you do?
So I started working at Rooster Andrews
Oh,
on South Lamar.
Rooster Andrews.
Yes. Mike Bryant, who was the head athletic trainer, was really good friends with the store manager. And he's like, oh, you want a part-time job? Go talk to John. And so I started working there. I was taking a couple of classes at ACC.
Whatever happened to Rooster Andrews?
So they kind of just all started closing down. And I think once Rooster, that's his real name, well, nickname, once Rooster got older and sick and passed away, I think it just kind of dissolved. Yeah.
Sad. The last one closed before Rooster passed away around 2006.
Yeah, I think that was the Spicewood location. His son, Griff, was running that one.
Wow.
So those of you that don't know, Rooster Andrews was the big sporting goods store in Austin forever.
Yeah.
We didn't have like a Dick's. We didn't have an Academy.
And it was very small town. Like all of the coaches and everybody hung out there.
Yeah, like Rooster Andrews was where all the schools got their Letterman jackets from.
Right.
Everybody would go in and get measured, and they would take the orders for the school jackets and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was an Austin legend, an original.
Yes.
Sure.
So I am really tall. I'm 5'2". Rooster was shorter than me.
Oh, wow.
Rooster was the water boy for UT football team.
Oh, my God.
And
it says he was the team manager.
Yeah, he was the team manager.
Oh, wow.
And
Veronica has history all day.
Yeah.
And they, I don't know why or how, but they got him to be like a place kicker or something.
Oh, like Rudy.
Yeah,
Rudy.
yeah, exactly.
Rooster.
And so being part of the team, they messed with him. They got a fighting rooster and put it up in a tree. And they were like, hey, you're the only one small enough to climb this tree and get this farmer's rooster out of the tree. So kind of like the Rusty Row TP story, right? Rooster climbed up in this tree to get this to get this rooster, and it turned out to be a fighting rooster, and he fell out of the tree, and I think he broke his arm or something.
Oh man!
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh man!
Yeah.
That's where the legend began.
That's where the name Rooster came from.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so cool. It did say he was a drop kicking player. That's so cool.
Wow.
Yeah, he was big man.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Everybody knew him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was little. He was only 4'11", it says. He only weighed, when he was little, he was tiny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I worked in the store. I worked at the
So
South
maybe
Austin
his walk-up song, and
we
we could have the same walk-up song.
Yeah.
So I worked at the South Austin store for a few years, and then I moved over to the corporate office and actually worked with Rooster and his daughter.
Look at
And
you.
so, yeah.
You're an Austin legend.
You
too.
are. That's awesome.
I love that.
Man.
So how long were you working there?
Oh, gosh. I was there for maybe a total of like 7-8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
They were lucky to have you.
Yeah.
And so then what did you do after that?
Oh, gosh. After that, at some point in time during that, I decided I didn't want to do any more classes because being a student trainer, I thought I wanted to get into physical therapy. And then I was like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
From there, where did I go to work after that? I think I did a couple of more retail gigs. And then I finally ended up with the city of Austin like 26 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Started there, did 2 years in HR, and I realized I was more of an HR issue or risk than an HR employee.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Well,
Were you
because
having
of
love in the
no,
workplace?
I was not dipping my pen in the company ink. Just the way I talk, the way I think, the way I have no filters is not really, conducive for HR.
Yeah.
So then I moved to the IT department where I started teaching.
You can do whatever you want over there.
Exactly. Yeah. Because none of those guys ever left their cubes to hear anything.
Yeah.
But when I went to the IT department, I started teaching classes Started off teaching Microsoft classes.
That's awesome.
Ended up teaching a couple of officers, and they were like, hey, how would you feel about coming out to the academy and teaching classes for just APD? Not a problem.
Yeah.
So I've been an adjunct instructor with APD since like 2004.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I would go out there. I started in 2004 and fit right in, which is unusual because one, a civilian, two, a non-APD employee at the time.
Female.
Yeah, female, right? So, but fit right in. Thanks
because
to the
of the
Johnston
athletic
High School
sport.
locker rooms, right?
Yeah.
And then officially moved over to APD in 2017, teaching out at the academy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you teach out there?
So I started out there in e-learning. We created and developed online training for the department. So anything from heads up, here's what we need to know, here's what's coming down the road with our policies, to if an incident occurred that the chiefs felt like, oh, this shouldn't have happened this way, let's get this training out by next week to teach the officers how to do stuff. So that's what I was doing with e-learning and still teaching the Microsoft classes. And then slowly got into helping out with cadets and teaching Spanish to the cadets. And that's a lot of fun.
I bet.
Because it's great to see when they finally get it, right?
Yes.
They come in on day one, they're already afraid because they're cadets.
Yeah.
But they come into Spanish. Some people have never even heard Spanish. Like,
wow.
Like we've got one
What?
guy. Yeah. Well, we've got, because we now
Are
get
you
cadets
under a
from
rock?
Yeah.
different countries, right? So we now have cadets that are from like Japan and
okay,
like
okay.
Russia. And yeah, so it's crazy.
Yeah.
But then we have some that were like Canada, Alaska, stuff like
Yeah.
that. And they were like, we never spoke Spanish. We didn't hear Spanish. So they come in terrified and they are struggling.
And then they get to deal with you.
Yeah. So then I get to be mean to them. And
No
throw
way.
Whatever. You're like the sweetest.
So,
Yes.
so then by the end of the week, they don't know it all, but they get it, right?
Yeah.
They're able to say.
And they have a
certain things.
resource to come
Yes.
to. And
Mhm.
yeah.
And so one thing I'm looking to do is create a Spanish class for our in-service. So these poor officers get a week of Spanish during the academy, and then that's it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
get
they need
nothing else.
ongoing,
Right.
right.
So I'm looking, if I have time, if things slow down enough for me, to develop an online, or not an online, but an in-service class,
Nice.
Spanish class for officers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So not to get political, but all the changes with the police department and how the defunding of the police department and things of that sort, how has that affected what you're seeing, what you're doing?
So
Probably
it didn't
affecting the e-learning part quite a
right.
bit.
Well, it didn't really affect me so much like with my job,
Mhm.
but it affected me in the way that I saw how it was impacting the officers.
Yes.
Right.
Right. People that loved being
That want to be
cops.
community service.
Right.
Yeah.
All of a sudden their morale, it's like, and then now I'm going to get political because there's no way not to. With the current DA,
Mhm.
After Chris Taylor's situation, people are now afraid to kind of do their jobs because they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
am I going to be the next one,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
that is indicted and
And we
loses my
can-
job for doing my job?
Yeah.
In every job, in every faction of
aspect-
society, you're going to
yes.
have good apples and bad apples.
Yeah.
The bad can't outweigh the good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's in
And there's
every
no
profession.
way. I mean,
In
you
every
deal with these
profession.
people.
Yeah.
You know, there's a handful that are going to have missteps and make really bad choices and do something, unacceptable. But the majority, that's not the majority.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's been tough, right? Like, it used to be that you would find police officers, like 30, 35-year police officers.
yeah.
And now we've got people that are graduating, getting the training, and then putting in a couple of years and then go into other agencies,
Mhm.
smaller agencies,
Yeah.
Williamson County or Hayes or stuff like that. So it's really sad to see that our police department is just getting smaller and smaller because
Yeah.
people are leaving.
Yeah.
Well, we see that in teaching as well.
Yeah.
People are going and they're going to all this trouble to become a teacher, and then they get into it and they're like, it's, the job's changed so much.
I was making more money waiting tables at
La
Mancha.
La Mancha, yeah.
And so, like, everyone asks me, because, like I said, Calvin wants to become a police officer. He wants to go through the APD training academy. And everyone asks me, well, are you going to let him do it? I'm like, well, number one, he's an adult.
Right.
So he gets to do his own thing. Yeah. And number two, and I've told this to families of cadets, because my new position, I get to deal with cadets even longer, and I get to interact with their families. But I'm like, look, I'm a mom, so I'm going to worry all the time about my kids, no matter what they're doing. Mm-hmm. But as far as Calvin going into Austin Police Department,
wanting to be a serving his community,
I have no problems with that, because I know the caliber of training that he's going to get.
Yes,
I know the instructors at the academy, like, their passion is to teach and help build the finest police officers.
Yes.
Right.
So I'm like, I have no problem with that, because I know what kind of training he's going to get.
Thank you, Calvin.
And I know the passion that the instructors have out there.
Well, and we need police officers.
That too, yes.
They're our first responders.
Yes. We actually have a class that graduates Friday.
Oh.
Yes. So if you, 2:00 at Bannockburn.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you guys want to come out, it's really cool. We started with, like, 70-something in this class, and I think we're graduating 30.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So
Wow.
we start off with the high number, and then we start to lose them, because whether it's academics, physical, or sometimes throughout, they're like, yeah, this isn't for me. This isn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And
that's why you have that education.
Yeah.
You got to wean out. Have you seen a difference? You were saying that you're working with the future police officers. Have the parents always been involved? Or is this new helicopter mom situation?
I say involved, right?
Shelly's talking about herself.
Yes.
I know. I'm like,
well, it's because Oprah told us to. I love that conversation.
I mean, anything Oprah says you have to do.
Yeah, I know.
So it's not like they're involved, like they're there every day.
Yeah.
We have...
They're over on the sidelines.
Yes, yeah. We have orientation. So
okay.
orientation.
But have the parents always done this?
So they've always been invited,
but
right? So, like, some people are like, oh, I brought my girlfriend, or I brought my fiance, or I brought my, or I brought my mom. And so they've kind of all been involved in that sense. But we do what's called Family Academy now. So throughout an academy class, we invite their families to come out at least twice. They don't interact with their cadets at all during that time, because it's like, they're busy, leave them alone. But it's kind of like a day in the life of your cadet. Yes. Here's what your cadets are going through. Here's what to expect when they graduate. If you notice these changes, they could be red flags, right? This could be a red flag. Keep an eye out for these things. And then here are resources available to your future officer and yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, because it's a big deal. It's a big deal to support an officer.
Wow, that's incredible.
Wow.
So yeah,
where is all the training?
At the Public Safety Training Academy off of McKinney Falls, off of Shaw Lane.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just by the state park.
Oh, is it huge?
It's big. We share it with fire and EMS.
Right.
We're hoping to expand some, maybe build some new buildings out there. So if anybody wants to, donate to a good source or a good,
this would be a good place to put some of your money.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't even think all of that
I know
went into it.
Wow.
I mean, I knew the academy was kind of tough.
Yeah, they do 8 months. So we get them for 2 weeks of what we call Academy Foundation. And during those 2 weeks, it's all about community engagement. Right. So we take them out to different places in the community and let them experience the community. Like we'll take them to like homeless shelters where they kind of help them go through processes of.
Man, what a beautiful program.
Well,
That's incredible.
and I mean, that's a big part of their job is supporting the homeless population in Austin.
Yeah, I know when Richie Jennings was on, he was talking about community policing, right? Nobody really knew what community policing looked like. Everybody's ideas of community policing were different. So we kind of get these cadets out there early and let them see what different people are going through, we take them to Marbridge. And they love Marbridge. And the Marbridge residents love the cadets.
Yeah.
And they just think it's a blast. Everybody has so much fun, and our cadets get to do different activities.
Yes.
We split them up into groups.
Thank you for doing that.
That is so amazing.
Do you have a connection at Marbridge? Coulter wants to move there.
Yeah. I could. It's a great. Oh my gosh, they have like villas and cottages and everything.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll get you the information.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
we've been through the process.
Been trying
we were
to
shut down
so hard.
Oh,
And they're
no.
like,
maybe you have a sweet connection.
Yeah, we can do.
Lily's like, let him in.
Let him in. He brought it up yesterday. Please.
Oh my gosh.
So I have to ask, when they are doing the training for 8 months, do they pay for that? Or
Oh no, they are considered city employees. They
get paid.
They do get paid.
Okay.
They get
like
paid.
a minimum wage almost.
They get paid. They get benefits. A little more than minimum wage.
Okay.
Our cadets get a pretty good amount.
I didn't know if they were having to pay out of pocket themselves, like a college.
No.
thing.
We pay them to come
That's
through the
great.
academy.
That's great.
They get paid, and they get their benefits. And then once they graduate and they've accrued leave, so they start accruing sick and vacation while they're in the academy.
This is fascinating to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always like the behind the scenes
Me
things.
too,
It's
yeah.
so cool. You're a Southie.
Yes.
Where are some of your favorite places to go?
Anywhere with live music. I
Duh.
love music.
What kind of music?
Oh my gosh, I have all genres of music. As a matter of fact, I was like, she's probably going to ask. So on the way here, the last 3 songs I listened to. So the last song that was playing was Bobby Brown.
Nice.
Bobby Brown.
Yes, Bobby
Which
Brown.
I love Bobby Brown.
Don't Be Cruel.
Nice.
Prior to that was Wade Bowen's Amazing Grace.
Oh my God.
And then before that was Lady Gaga's Million Reasons.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
wow. You were belting.
I have all sorts of, Tejano music.
Yes.
I have musicals. I have classicals. I have Dolly Parton's Silent Night popped up.
Yeah.
And I like, okay, it's not Christmas time, but it's Dolly
you
Parton.
sing it?
So,
Yeah,
you
why
can't
not?
change it.
Yeah.
Do you sing along?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Of course. I mean, you're belting.
So,
I mean,
sometimes, yeah.
Adele. I mean, who did you say?
No,
Lady
Lady
Gaga.
Gaga, but yeah,
Gaga.
Adele's
Oh,
in
yeah.
there too. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
You have a
Yeah.
whole slew of different types
Wow.
of music.
And
I love it.
and then I wonder why my boys put their AirPods on
Oh,
when
yeah.
they're in the car with me because I just start singing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think that's what
It's really cool. I had David, my youngest, and a couple of his friends in the car, and I was like, okay, David, here you go. Here's my phone. Pick the playlist. And I don't even remember what song it was, but it was a musical. And here I am it's me and like 3 high school kids.
I think you're explaining why your baby boy is
Well,
in theater.
But me and 3 high school boys are just belting out this
I
song.
love it.
I love that.
I don't even remember which musical it was, but yeah.
So
And
fun.
Yeah.
I love that. So where do you go and listen to music?
So gosh, just anywhere.
Do you have a siren?
No.
Yeah.
So funny story, police pass, right? Several years ago, I can't remember. I think we had gone out for my birthday, and the end of the night, it ended up me, Gina, and Kathy. We were somewhere in Buda. Gina was driving. None of us should have been driving. So we get pulled over. I'm in the back seat, and I'm going, shit.
Don't use my name. Don't use my name.
Yeah. So we get pulled over, and
Gina's like, Veronica's with us.
I think Kathy. So no, we were in. It was Hayes County. It was like
Oh.
Kyle. We were in
Oh.
Kyle or
I
Buda.
can't
I'm like,
even-
I don't know. And so Kathy's like, well, she works for Austin Police Department. I'm like, oh shit. So the guy calls me out. I get out of the back. I'm climbing out of the back seat of Gina's car, and I'm like, yes, sir. And we got lucky. He let us call Bree, Gina's daughter.
Yeah.
So Bree and Javi came, and Yeah, they saved us. Like
Yes.
we were saved by our
Oh,
children that
man.
night.
Thank
Well,
you, Bree.
So,
Just
yeah.
a reminder, get an Uber.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
get an Uber.
Get an Uber.
I think that was like
But
right
before,
at the beginning,
yeah.
either before Uber or right at the beginning.
When everybody
of Uber.
was scared of Uber.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
I remember.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I think one time I got into a car and it wasn't an Uber.
You did.
I'm like, sorry.
We
Like,
did.
I'm like,
I thought
okay.
you were here to get me.
I put it in the
We were
app.
at the domain. We were at the domain.
That is funny.
They were like, I'm not an Uber.
But that would be something I would do.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
You just crawl in the back. I think there were like 3 of us. we're ready.
And everybody was sitting out on the patio and saw us do it.
And they were like, he's like, I'm not an Uber. Get out of my car.
Like, great. No, so like when Nutty Brown had their
Oh,
music,
yeah.
Bucks.
Oh, yeah. I love Bucks.
I would even go out to Whitewater Amphitheater from time to time, but that's such a drive.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a drive. And an expensive Uber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anything outdoors with live music is ideal.
Where's your favorite restaurant?
Oh gosh.
What's your lickable plates?
So my lickable plate's not a restaurant. My lickable plate would have been my grandmother's cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And probably didn't lick it clean, but used like tortillas to get it as clean as possible. Yeah. Favorite place to eat. So
Is your grandmother still with us?
no, I lost both of my grandmothers. But I still remember their food.
We still dream about our grandmother's mashed potatoes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
John tries to make them. I'm like, you're doing it wrong.
You're like, just give
Yeah.
up. Just
it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Good try.
No, I like to go to Matt's for, the ambiance, just the
Yes.
energy at Matt's.
Yes.
The people watching.
Yes, the people watching. Oh my God, I love to people watch.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
There was some
yes.
interesting people
Oh,
watching
yeah.
for me Thursday night.
Oh,
I'll go to Backspin.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right there at Slaughter in Mopac because
Yeah.
it's like a block and a half from the house.
Nice.
I don't walk because, why do that? So I'll go to Backspin for their bar food.
I love bar food.
Yes, I do too.
well, and
that's
it's like being the athletic supporter again. Is that it's all men watching sports?
Well, there's women in there too. but
There's,
yeah.
three of them.
Yeah.
It's a good ratio.
It is.
Yeah, single gals go
Go
hang
to
out at
Backspin.
Backspin.
Yes, you should go to Backspin. And I mean, really, my favorite restaurant, I would have to say, is wherever my friends want to go.
Yes, yes,
You know,
yes. I'm the
like,
same.
Like I have a friend that I met when I started with the city, and we'll go to happy hour at Maudie's.
Oh,
Yeah, I love Monty.
Your Maudie's?
Yeah.
I love your
Their
Maudie's.
enchilada, they do it right because the food comes out hot.
Yeah.
I cannot stand cold
Oh,
food.
yeah. Don't bring me a hot plate with cold food.
Right.
It's like, no.
You can't touch this.
Yeah, like, this is hot.
ice.
This is
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, the food's hot.
So anywhere my friends want to go and
Yeah.
hang out.
And with that being said, I would say your love language is quality time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then how do you, so that's how you show love. How do you,
No,
that's how you receive love.
Yeah.
How do you show love?
I like to do things for people.
Service.
Through
Yes.
service.
Yes.
Nice.
Obviously.
yeah, so it's funny. I say my old commander. He's not old, but my previous commander, because we just had a shift in leadership in the department. But the commander that I had before that, so we have 2 cadet classes going at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
Like they start halfway through. And so this newest class started January 6th, and we have them for our Academy Foundation for 2 weeks. And on the last day of the second week, the commander comes out and talks to the commander of the Academy. And he was asking everybody, hey, do you have anything else for them before we release them? And he looks at me, he goes, Mother Hen, do you have anything for them? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, did you just call me Mother Hen? He goes, well, yeah, because you take care of
You take care of
everybody.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's sweet.
And you've always been that way. Who was your favorite coach at Johnston?
Oh my gosh.
gosh.
Oh my gosh. There were a few. So Coach Smart, hands down.
Same.
Coach Smart. I
loved
loved him.
I love him.
I had him.
I hate that he moved out of state.
I know.
Damn it.
Rude.
We need a petition to get him back.
Yeah.
Coach Mark. I had him for
love it.
biology.
That smile.
Yeah. that goofy,
Oh,
just,
so fun. Yeah.
But I loved Coach Roberts.
Yeah.
And Coach Darby, of course, because,
Kind of started the whole thing with you, right?
yeah, I mean,
I
he
think
was
we all had
from,
a crush on Darby.
oh my gosh, Coach Darby was and I'm sure he still is a very handsome man.
Very.
Coach Darby played for the Jets.
Yeah.
And
He had a shelf.
yeah, he had a shelf for sure.
A what?
A butt shelf like his.
Oh, right. Okay.
Juicy. He was juicy before juicy was a
thing. Yes. And then Coach Abbott. I loved Coach Abbott.
Like, all of them.
Yeah.
There was not one that any of us didn't like.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the one that we just lost recently, Coach Miles.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And that's so cool that you had that type of relationship with all of them.
Yes. Oh my God, Coach Schneider. So we actually ran into Coach Schneider after a Texas game.
Oh no.
And I think Jaime and Jason we were all together when we saw them.
Wow.
And
then Coach Castillo.
TC.
Oh, yes.
TC.
Oh man.
And then Coach Amaro.
Oh yeah.
I mean, were there any just non-coaches at that school?
No, I don't. I think the entire teaching staff were coaches.
Yeah. So things were different 30, 40 years ago, right?
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, we didn't. Yeah. So I talk about how my mom was protective, right? Super protective. After football games, I was like, Mom, there's some parties. And she was like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, well, Mom, the coaches and their wives are going to dinner. She's like, okay, you can go with them.
Yes.
So I would go with the coaches and their wives, and we'd go to Detour.
Oh, yeah.
We ended up at Detour a couple of times.
That's hilarious.
And,
I remember the year after I graduated, I ran into Coach Castillo at a social event. And it was so fun to have a beer with him.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Man.
I love running into them.
Yeah.
They're
It's
so great.
cute. I don't know.
They tailgate right next to us in baseball. And the ladies around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
So, we love it. Okay, we got to wrap, but who's on your laminated list? We know you have a list.
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Coach Darby.
Yeah, I would love to reconnect with Coach Darby. I actually, when I turned 30, it was not that big of a deal. But not long after that, they had a news clip of his son, Paul Jr., going off to college to play football.
Oh.
I lost it because I used to babysit him.
My land.
Turning 30 was no big deal.
Yeah.
But when I see that the kid that I babysat as an infant was going off to play college ball, that was devastating.
Yes.
So, I would love to hang out with all the coaches again and kind of reminisce and catch up. Yeah. Celebrity
We're up for it. We're up for it. If you want to all come into the podcast.
Yes. So I have cousins who have children with autism and stuff like that, right? One of them, Mr. Mendoza, his grandson, after his 11th month vaccines, started showing the signs and everything and was diagnosed with autism. And Gibson's mom, Amy, did a phenomenal job. She became a full-time mom and started researching and started doing chelation processes with him. Gibson is, and I'll share this information with all of you all. Gibson is, oh my gosh, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9, zero signs of autism.
Wow.
He was nonverbal. Right now, I mean, you would never know.
What is this called?
Chelation. I don't know how to spell it. I'll have to look it up. But Amy, shout out to Amy, was in D.C. With the medical health stuff up there when RFK was. So she's on a board. I'm not quite sure how she got there. But yeah, she did phenomenal with him.
I can't wait to. Well, will you give her my number and ask her to come on the show and share it?
Oh, yes, she would love to.
Okay, interesting.
That's yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's a way of removing heavy metals from your body and minerals of
it's
your
like
body.
cocktails, and it's difficult because you have to do it for like 6 months or 6 weeks at a time. It's like every hour on the hour.
Yeah, we went through that. It's biomedical treatment, is what they called it back in the day.
Right.
And we went through that process.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, this has been so fun going back and reminiscing.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to come back. And
I feel like I feel like we just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah,
the tip.
Yeah.
So before we close out, I have a question for each of you.
Oh wow.
gosh.
Okay.
What's an insult that you received and have been proud of?
Oh.
Well, I'm a bitch.
Same.
Yeah. Well, believe me, I've had some insults thrown at me because I work in a behavior unit. They have said some pretty, I mean, and they use all the bad words like correctly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have one. You're gonna die.
She has it monogrammed.
So I had this one little girl in my behavior unit, and she was mad. She was very dysregulated, and she called me a little bitch. She goes, "Do I have to work with that little bitch?" And I was like trying to lose weight at the time. I was like, "Little? Really?"
You noticed.
And she shared this story with everybody.
So somebody got me monogrammed, little
Katie
B.
got
That is so
funny.
And Katie Pena got me monogrammed. And then I got a bandana monogrammed. And that was really
so funny.
cute. But when she called me a little bitch, sometimes
gushed.
it's really funny when you see a 9-year-old cussing you out.
Yeah.
And then they'll say some pretty crazy threats. One time, this one kid told me, I was like, "Oh, well, you really thought about that." He goes, "I hope on your way home today you get in a car accident and never see your family again." I was like, "Oh, wow. Well, okay. I'm going to let you just have your dysregulated moment over here by yourself. I need to walk away, go cry in the corner."
I don't need you manifesting that crap in my life. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess that little bitch is my favorite one ever.
Oh yeah.
That was really funny.
What about you?
Bitch, you know,
Come at me.
I have. It was a cousin, ex-wife now, was being rude to another cousin, and they were sister-in-laws, both married into the family, and the one that's not in the family now was being rude to the other one, and the other one just kind of sat there because she didn't want to start trouble, and I made a comment. I was a bitch about it when I said it. Surprise, surprise.
Poke the bear.
Yeah. And she looked at me and she's like, "Oh my God, do you always have to be such a bitch?" And I looked at her and I said, "Yes, I do. Thank you." And walked away.
You're welcome. Someone has to be.
Yeah.
I'm rubber, you're glue.
I'm rubber.
Words don't hurt.
And so, Shelly, you said yours was also being
Oh
called.
yeah. I mean, I too many times
Yeah.
to be. Usually from a sister. It was like, "You're such a bitch," and I'm like, "Takes one to know one."
Guess that's where we're at right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
So, oh my gosh, this was so fun.
You
Yes.
did
I'm like, we
it.
need to.
Come back.
Yeah.
Good.
Do you know how we sign up?
Yes, I do.
Do it.
Texas, yeehaw.
All right.